when are you gonna hop on and play some Smash with me and Nick again?
When are you gonna hop on and play some Genshin with me again?
That's also a great question.
Are you guys PS5 gamers?
I'm a Nintendo Switch gamer right now, but
I might after
PS5.
that. But... See, I'm an Xbox guy through and through, but they're getting like none of the quality like release games.
Dude, the exclusives.
It's fucking bullshit. I'm so pissed. I want to play Ghost of Tsushima so bad.
It looks so
Dude, it looks like such a good game.
That Spider-Man in the new Star
Spider-Man,
Wars.
yeah. There's like this other one. I'm forgetting what it's called, but it looks insane.
Dude, and PS5 gets all like when you do play games. Like I don't like play COD, but like I know that like you get like a bunch of bonuses like a week before all the Xbox people do. So all the PS5 heads are like just fucking people up, and I'm like, dude, this is not chill. Do you have a Switch, Isaac?
Yeah,
You have Smash?
I do.
Do you have online?
Honestly, I don't know. Maybe.
It's actually only
Probably.
$20 a year. That's like
I think I
everyone should
paid
be.
for it like a while ago, but like none of my friends have. Well, I didn't know you guys had it, so I just like never played it.
We should also try to get a big group and play Mario Kart.
Dude, I don't have Mario Kart, but if everyone's about it, I'll buy it.
They might come out with a new one soon, though, so I would watch out.
I don't know, dude.
I think they are.
It
Literally, Mario Kart was one of the first games they came out with on the Switch, so it's been like 5 years at least, 6 years.
Yeah, but then they came out with Deluxe.
Yeah, it was literally just like the Switch version, and they added like Inkling and Link
and
Villager.
And
so they need a whole new roster.
Played Link.
I'd like to.
I still haven't played.
And they put a Mercedes in the game.
Is anyone that's sick? Is anyone a Donkey Kong main? Because I despise Donkey bitches.
No.
I just started playing a little bit of Donkey. I'm not that good though. With Donkey. Not that good with Donkey.
All right, are you ready?
Are you guys ready to start?
Yes.
Yes. Wait, which one am
Okay.
I guess
You're
so.
the one that says Nick. And you can put in whatever name you want. So if you look, just some gameplay stuff before I start narrating. If you look on your character sheet on the features and traits, you can see like all the stuff that's unique to your class. Everyone's starting at level 5.
Whoa.
And one thing that's different about this game, you can choose to either do a light or a heavy attack. A light sword attack is 1d8. If you want to do a heavy attack, it's 2d8, but you have disadvantage on the roll, unless you have the perk that takes away disadvantage. And Isaac, you have that perk, so you can heavy attack without disadvantage because you're the bear class. So just so you know.
So does it matter? Like, I know with monsters we're supposed to fight with a silver sword. Are there like different stats, or does it?
You each have 2 swords. You have a silver sword and a steel sword to start the game. Silver's for monsters, steel is for people, and like normal beasts. It's important to know, like, if you're going into battle against something, like, it could have resistance to, like, steel, and if you try to hit it with your steel sword, not good. Without further ado, I'll first start with a backdrop of the world we're entering. 1,500 years ago, the world changed. The conjunction of the spheres opened doors between worlds, and magic poured in. With the magic came monsters of 1,000 different types never seen before, the so-called relics of the conjunction. When people came to these lands, they built walls and ramparts and burned forests and hedges around towns so the monsters could be seen coming. People traveled only during the day and in large groups. People then began to harness magic, calling themselves sorcerers or mages. 2 of the most powerful created an artificial race, the Witchers, bred and trained to hunt and destroy monsters. The full process to turn a human into a Witcher was extremely painful, and only a handful of test subjects survived. Contrary to rumor, these sorcerers did not steal children to create Witchers. Between wars, plagues, and the predation of monsters, ramshackle orphans and stray children were everywhere. So as a child, whether you were an orphan of war or a street rat, whatever the circumstance, you were taken in by Witchers and subjected to alchemical potions that created genetic mutations. You followed a specialized diet and rigorous mental and physical training. The mutation process lasted for days. There are no records of successful trials on girls or non-humans. Those that survived the nonstop fevers, vomiting, and hemorrhaging emerged as different creatures altogether. The most obvious sign of your transformation are your cat eyes that give Witchers night vision comparable to regular day vision. It also sets them apart, marking you all as mutants. You're also sterile, as all Witchers are made, not born. And you have an enhanced immune system that gives you resistance to diseases and a prolonged lifespan. You're faster, stronger, and more rugged than humans in every way. You also have a limited magical ability and are supernaturally aware of your environment. The three of you have grown up in the Witcher fortress Kaer Morhen together since childhood. Due to the decreasing number of Witchers in the world, you are each allowed to study a specialized class. And now, after so many years of training, you're venturing together in the world to start your career as Witchers, monster slayers. You roll into the town of White Orchard in the northern territory of Temeria. This land was recently conquered by the Nilfgaardian Empire, so the houses and towns you pass through look war-torn, some parts abandoned, and the people all miserable and heartbroken from the loss of the war. You make your way to a small town aside the Wosong Bridge and set up your 3 horses against the inn on a post. What would you like to do in town? You know that there's usually a town notice board where Witcher work is posted, or you could ask around for monster issues, is what you've been told.
What we doing, boys? Finding some monsters already? Or what?
Do we know
What's
each
happening?
other as
We
friends
already know each other, right? We don't need to do the whole meet in the tavern.
Yeah, you guys know each other.
Okay.
You've grown up together.
Right on.
Right.
Right. Who is Octavian and who's Volcor?
I'm Octavian.
Okay.
Who are you?
Lantris?
Mantras.
I don't know where the names are.
Yeah, where are you seeing these names?
I went to
It's
the
under the-
character sheet next to the chat box tab.
There we go. Volcor. That's a crazy.
All right. We can check the job board and then just kind of ask around to see if there's been any stories about any of the people on the board recently.
Let's do that.
I'm down.
All right. You make your way towards the notice board that's posted outside what looks like the inn, but it's hard to tell because it's not, there's no sign there. But before you make it to the board, you see a young man, probably 24, 25, holding a bottle of mead. He gets up from the stairs of the tavern, and he's joined by another man behind him. And he approaches the 3 of you and goes, "Oi! We don't want mutants around here." And he spits on the ground. "Get lost.
Should we fight this guy?
Can I just walk up right next to him and then just not fully unleash the dagger, but just kind of let him know that it's there? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna stare him in the eye.
Okay, make an intimidation check.
All right, let's go. Weigh the bear. Weigh the bear. Let's go. I don't even know what my intimidation bonus is. But 3 + 3.
He like sort of backs away because he's obviously drunk. He kind of stumbles into his friend. And he they both kind of turn around and scurry into the tavern and slam the door, which leaves the notice board open. And you can see there's 2 postings. One says, "Ghoul infestation near Buckthorn, 150 gold reward. Talk to Tilfur." And the other notice says, "Rare and fine weaponry for sale. Find me near the Nilfgaardian garrison in the north."
You guys want to do one for 150 gold?
Yeah.
All right. I'm sure Isaac will be on board.
All right. So on the notice, on the piece of paper, the only information it says is just "talk to Tilfur."
All right.
Let's go into the bar.
Yeah, let's try to find a Tilfur.
Okay, you're walking into the tavern / inn.
Yeah, I'm going to walk in. I'm going to look around and see if anyone's looking at me.
Okay. As soon as you step in, the few people that are in there, you see an old woman who seems to be working the place. You see the 2 young men from outside and another guy at the bar, and the 3 of them are together. And the third guy that they're with is older, and everyone kind of turns and looks at you as these 3 men in full armor, 2 swords on your back, they're all staring at you.
I'm going to walk up to the bartender and those 3 guys and ask them, "Do you guys know who Tolfor is?"
The oldest guy stands up and goes, "Yeah, you're looking at him. Think you can scare me like you scared my boy?" And he taps the young man that Isaac scared on the shoulder and goes, says you tried to pulp him in the face. He had to lay you out to keep him off him. Damn mutants."
Your buddy was being an asshole, trying to call me out. I'm not about that life. Heard there was a job posting on LinkedIn. What's the deal?
The job's for good, solid northern men.
Sounds like us.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, already.
The guy behind his son, who was outside before, he kind of steps forward and goes, "This is Matt. We need Witcher's help. Just head down the southern road outside of town. That's where the ghouls are in the forest. There's some kind of nest out there. You can't miss them. I'll make sure you get your gold."
Sounds good.
I'm gonna nod our head. Which way do we head from here? You said?
South out of town. Just follow the main road.
All right.
We'll be
We're gonna
back.
head out.
We'll be back. You want them dead or alive?
Dead, all of them. And bring proof.
Okay.
Are you guys bringing your horse or on foot? You all have horses.
Damn. How far is it?
It's probably just a few miles. They're getting very close.
Let's walk.
We can walk. Yeah.
All right. You walk out. Now's a good time to say that you all know magic. If you go to your character sheet and then spells, it's under the cantrips tab. They're called signs, and Witchers cast them by just doing a hand motion.
Whoa.
You all know the spells. If you look in your character sheet, like because Neil's the Griffin class, you have some special spell access. And if you want to change some of your abilities, we can do that. I just kind of picked them for you so we could start. But if we want to play again, you can change them.
And this is just under the cantrips class.
Yeah.
Or the section. Sorry.
Yeah. If you hit like the eye, it opens up the spell. You can look at it.
Cool.
I'm not seeing it. Oh, mine's a little like chat box.
Yeah, if you like click on the spell, it'll put it in the chat.
Ard sweep.
Cool.
Can be used as a 363 sweep, hitting all enemies in a 20-foot radius.
So like you all know Igni, which is fire. Ard, which is like a telekinetic push. Ken is a force field, a shield around you. Urian is a magical trap, and Axie is like mind control.
Whoa.
I only know Ard, or at least Ard's the only one on that.
You know them all. You have to, in your character sheet, like underneath your like name and sub race, like that box, it says like core bio spells. You just have to go to spells.
And where did you say my other spells were, Eric?
Oh, I'm stupid.
Under like the features and traits on your main page.
Cool.
All right, if somebody has my character sheet open, can you close it? Because it's fucking shit.
I did. Isaac, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Eric for some
I
reason
noticed-
can control it, and mine was like bugging, and I was like,
I thought that it wouldn't matter. I didn't know like only one person could open it. I'm sorry. Okay. You journey only a little bit down the road before your Witcher senses start picking up the scent of monsters.
Wait, let's get it.
We about to roll for initiative.
Hell yeah.
With your senses, you notice them about here and can sense that they're through the tree line somewhere.
I'm gonna send a telekinetic message to one of them.
You can't do that, but you can talk to them.
Then what can I use the telekinetic power for?
The Axie,
Yeah.
it's like a Jedi mind trick. Like in combat, you can. Let me double check what the base power is.
You will step out behind the tree.
One enemy in a 30-foot range must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failure, the enemy must obey any simple command,
All right.
as long as it isn't to harm a creature.
All right, then I'm gonna kind of do that. And be like, reveal yourself.
Okay, you have to get close enough to cast it. 'Cause it's 30 feet. So
Can
you
I?
have
It
to
says I
get,
have like superhuman like smell, right? And
Yeah.
senses, so I'm just gonna like kind of sniff in the general
Okay.
direction of one that's hiding.
Okay, roll a survival check. Okay, you know like exactly where it is from that roll. So you can get up to like here,
All
to the
right.
closest one.
Is it actually hiding in a bush or something, or is it pretty like open in space?
It's pretty open. It's like foraging around near some bushes, like against the cliffside.
Oh, okay. So it's not like in a tree that I can't see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do wisdom saving throw. That fails. So yeah. So you said reveal himself.
Yes.
So
Even though I can see it, but that's okay.
he's just gonna like walk out towards you, like just right up to you, and
Alright.
you see this little like the size of a human, but it's on all fours and it's looking up with you at you with these crazy red eyes,
Jeez.
just horrible jagged teeth.
And I'm just gonna like kind of put a palm out and then ignite it to the face.
Okay, I'm gonna do saving throw. I failed, so roll damage 1d10.
Oh.
Fall.
All right, you shoot a blast of fire in its face, and it immediately starts howling this horrible ghoulish cry,
Mm.
and all the other ghouls in the area are alerted, and they start like running towards him. So I need everyone to roll initiative.
Yes. Love that.
Isaac better put on a show. Save your ass.
Don't worry, Nicholas.
Octavius, I mean.
Octavian. I'll be the
Can I,
first.
I'm gonna change my name.
Eric, I'm assuming that I'm the big boy.
You're like you look small on the screen. When I picked it was because you looked big.
So I'm not the big emoji. I'm the small emoji.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I look like an ostrich in my emoji.
Wave
Yeah.
the bear. Burn an adrenaline point to gain one of the following effects. Follow up a heavy attack with a light attack. That's sick.
Okay, I'll make you. Wait, no, that. I don't think that works. The guy I'm messing with right now is you, Isaac. Okay, the blonde one's you, Neil. He looks bigger for some reason than everyone else.
I'm like doing like a somersault with a sword. It looks like.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I guess it's on the map. He's like holding it up.
Okay. Isaac, you're up first.
Hold on, I'm reading what I can do here.
While he reads, my other spells, Eric, are those on the bottom right of the
Yeah, there's like all your abilities and stuff.
So how does this work, Eric? It says burn an adrenaline point to gain one of the following effects. So what is
Oh
it?
yeah. So at this point, all of you, the adrenaline points are on the bottom of your features and traits list, and so like, Isaac, you have 7.
I have 7. Okay.
So you burn them, and you can do one of the following things. A
Is
lot
there
of
a
them-
way to get him back, like a rest or something? I'm assuming?
Yeah. They come back from meditating, which is like a short rest, or from sleeping.
How do I reset mine? Because I have 6. I definitely clicked one of the spells.
They won't go away. You start with 6. We just have to remember how many you have.
Okay.
Okay.
So then, if I wanted to do Bear Claw, that would take away 3 of my points, but then I would gain advantage on my next heavy attack.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that because fucking goofball.
And if it's above 15, it automatically.
Yeah, it's huge. Watch, I'm gonna murder this ghoul right now. One
Okay.
stroke. Silver sword, whip it out, run towards him, just fucking right to the chesticle.
the chesticle.
Let's go!
I'm really letting people down with the rolls today.
Okay, roll damage 2d8s.
How do you want to kill him?
8, 16 plus what? Plus 5 or 3?
Oh my god, he fucking dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
plus,
I mean, it
plus,
doesn't even
plus
matter.
4. Well, and it's a critical hit naturally.
You just sprint up in like your heavy armor, like your chest plate bouncing on you, and just in one stripe as you unsheath it, slice off the ghoul's head. Just rolls near Lantris's feet.
I'm
That
gonna
ghoul is dead.
look at Lantris, give him a nice little wink.
What? Like, oh, okay.
One of the
Impressive.
ghouls is now gonna make a jump for Lantris.
Yeah, that's right. He doesn't want any of this smoke.
What I roll?
They saw Nick's rolls and they're like, damn, he
I I rolled an 18, which I know hits on Nick.
Yeah, it's my armor class is 15.
Are we recording this one?
Yep, we're streaming right now.
The ghoul rushes to you, Lantris, and takes a bite at your leg where your armor is weak. You take 3 points of piercing damage, but then 6 points of poison damage.
Alright.
All right.
And another ghoul is going to jump for Octavian and
I have water.
ding off your armor. Misses.
That's
The
right.
last one's going to run.
Oh, that's
Ding.
plenty. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Doc Ock, your turn.
It's Dr. Ock.
Doc Ock.
Dr. Octavian. Hello, Peter.
I think I'm gonna change my name too. I'm gonna go. My name is Leonidas now.
Oh,
Leonidas. Let's do.
Oh, this is good. Dad.
Let's do this one on the right.
Huh?
I'm gonna cast Ard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have to make a saving throw.
Probably
have some for
lunch
They all do constitutions.
Probably have some for lunch tomorrow.
Okay, I failed, so
I'm not gonna be here
roll
Friday.
1d6. Okay, so you shoot out a telekinetic wave. These two ghouls are knocked back 5 feet, and they both go prone. So they're knocked on their backs.
Gang.
And now it's Leonidas' turn again.
All right. I'm just gonna go with the
Wait, did I miss a?
Tread tree.
Did I miss a turn?
I don't know. Did Nick go?
I didn't attack yet because I'm the last one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was messed up because I was thinking about what you did before in the show.
Yeah, because Nick got raped.
Yeah.
Okay, Nick, you go now. Sorry.
I'm like still thinking about Leonidas winking at me after that fantastic sword kill. Like I want to be just like him. So I'm gonna try and replicate a similar silver sword attack.
Okay, roll.
Oh!
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Okay, roll damage.
What is it?
1d8.
2d8 plus 3?
1d8.
What is it?
1d8.
Oh, 1d8.
If you want to do a heavy attack, you have disadvantage on that, so you have to roll again. Okay, so 2 plus, what, 4, 3?
That's so unfortunate.
Okay, you take a nick out of one of their shoulders with, like, great precision, and everyone's kind of looking at you like, why didn't you, like, try to cut its head off.
Like,
Now it's Leonidas' turn again.
Sorry, I'm fixing my computer. She's old. She's dying on me. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm just gonna do another silver sword heavy attack right to the dome piece of the closest ghoul. Let's go! I'm unstoppable today.
Oh,
Your
Right.
ass! Your
roll
ass!
damage.
Alright, so 2d8
Yep.
I'm
go.
good.
plus 4,
Perfect for me.
so 14.
Another head on the ground.
Ahoo! Ahoo! Ahoo!
All right,
Not that I know of.
Dr. Ock, you're up.
I'm gonna use that young fire stream.
I feel. Okay, for that one, you rolled a hit.
I clicked on it and it disappeared on my sheet. Not sure where it went. Ah,
Over its head. You can burn an adrenaline point to cast it again, though, on the same turn. No?
mm-mm.
Okay. Lantris, you're up. Oh, wait. Nope. It's the ghoul's turn. I'm sorry.
Is he though?
I'm out of practice. We haven't played in a while.
Thanks.
Okay, well, both of these hit. One is going for you, Dr. Ock. Oh, but okay. I rolled a critical hit, but just like Nick, then I rolled 2 natural ones. So
Let's go.
you take 2 points of piercing damage, 2 points of poison damage. And the next one is attacking Lantris. 6
Where-
points of piercing damage, Lantris, and 1 point of poison damage. So 7.
Damn.
Now it's Lantris' turn.
Kind of getting targeted. All right, the one that I barely nicked, I'm going to Igni.
Where do you go for hit points? Sorry.
It's on your character sheet, like near the top.
It's right under
Oh.
armor class.
How many did I take?
4.
Bow.
All right.
Okay, I failed, Nick, so roll d10.
I hate this. The same one I nicked, I'm going to attack.
Hate it here.
Okay.
You picked the Viper, bro.
Caught in flames again. It backs up and then slumps over dead against these rocks.
I look over and give Leonidas a half of a wink, like, yeah.
All right, it's Leonidas' turn. There's 1 ghoul left.
Gabagool.
Yeah, the Gabagoo. I'm gonna go at it again. Silver sword, heavy attack, just fucking do it. Kill shot, do it. Give me another nat 20. Fuck. Fixed it. It was bound to happen.
Swing and a miss. Dr. Ock.
I don't have a sword, right?
No, you do. You all have 2 swords. Steel
Oh.
and silver sword. And a crossbow.
Oh, let me swing that crossbow real quick.
Okay.
Roll to hit.
Yep.
Fuck.
Wait, actually, what's your plus to that?
My plus.
It's crossbow.
Mine's +4, but I don't know.
Oh, you have a crossbow section?
Yeah, it should be right by the sword stuff.
I'm opening your feet.
+4. +4.
That hits actually. So roll
Okay.
damage.
It's 1d6 +1 piercing. Fuck. I want to put it on his thigh. Right to
Okay.
the knee.
You hit its thigh. It's like limping. It's gonna like, with its last bit of life, it's gonna try to like limp away, but it can only get to like right there. And
Finish
now it's Lantris's turn.
No,
Finish it.
it's Nick's turn.
Nick, it's your turn.
Oh, I thought
Sorry,
Lantis was
I'm
Isaac.
trying. I'm gonna
Crossbow.
whip out the silver sword and give a swift blow to the last Gabagool. And it's a D20.
Yep.
Love that.
There we go. Roll damage. 1d8. Okay, you don't need much because this guy already got hit with Ard. So you just walk over to the limping ghoul.
Can I do like a little like unsheath real quick, like the, and then
Yeah. you slice through its torso and just split it in half. The blood and guts spill on the forest floor.
Nice. Let's take some souvenirs to bring back to the tavern.
Bring me their heads.
All right, yeah. What are you taking?
Well,
Their
I
head.
think
I'm gonna grab a head for
grab
sure.
the head that you chopped
Okay.
off.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll just grab like, we just bring their heads.
All of them or just one?
All of them.
Do we have
Oh.
to? I feel like we need to prove that like we killed them all. So.
Yeah, we did all of it.
You're bringing 4 ghoul heads back into town.
I'm gonna
As
like
you
put
walk
them on my
through-
sword and bring it into town as like a souvenir.
Okay. You walk through. The people are kind of looking at you. You see like some kids like whispering to each other, staring at you. And as you're heading back to the tavern, you see a woman. She's standing in front of the only house in town that's not like completely decrepit. It looks pretty well kept. It even has like some stone foundation. She's this blonde woman, like very youthful looking skin. Definitely doesn't look like she fits in with this town. And she kind of whistles at the 3 of you and waves her hand for you to come over to her.
Oh.
I'm gonna whistle back, and then I'm gonna motion for her to come over here.
She kind of like rolls her eyes and walks towards you and goes, well, it's not every day 3 witchers roll into my town.
Your town.
My name's Miranda. I'm the town mage. I'll tell you what, after you get your coin for this little errand you ran, come over to my house for some tea, and I have a big boy job for the 3 of you. How does that sound?
Sounds like yes.
We'll think about it.
I mean, yeah, we'll think about it. Sorry.
It's a maybe.
She gives Doc Ock a wink and like strokes her hand on your shoulder and then walks away back to her house.
Nick,
Stop.
focus.
All right, we're walking to the bar. We all got him by the head.
I unskewer
Okay.
them.
You walk in and you see the man who kind of stood up for the 3 of you and guaranteed you the money. He's like sitting in the back of it, the bar with like blood going down his lip, and he has like a slab of raw meat against his eye. And you see the older guy Tilfer and his son standing near the front of the bar, and they're looking at you. They see the ghoul heads on your swords, and they say, Look at the 3 Witcher boys over here. Why don't you take your friends and get lost?
Hey, we did the job. Give us the coin and we'll be out of your hair.
Tiffler looks at you and goes, yeah, but the job wasn't for you. I don't owe you shite.
Who's on the
I'm gonna
board?
pull up.
I think your buddy had something else. I mean, he said he would make sure, so where's your friend? He'll give us the coin. We don't need it from you.
They look back to the other young guy who has like the meat against his face, and they say, we put that boy in his place.
I'm gonna go back into this guy's face, and I'm gonna say, if I don't get my coin, I'll put you in your place.
Or we'll just have to tell Miranda about it. Your choice.
Make an intimidation check.
Watch this natural 20.
No,
What is it?
It's pretty good.
17.
17 plus 3, I think.
The
4.
the younger guy looks like he might try to pop you, but the dad kind of pushes him aside and goes, it's not worth losing your life over it, so take your damn coin and get out of our town. He takes out a coin pouch, puts it in your hand, and then storms out with his son.
I'm gonna hold up the bag of coin for the rest of the people that are here, and I'm gonna say, "Pleasure doing business with you guys. We'll see you later." And I'm gonna start walking out.
But we're gonna be right behind the two guys, so we're gonna have to like see them when we go outside also.
Yeah,
Yeah, like one of those situations where you say bye and start walking the same way.
Yeah, pretty much.
exactly, exactly.
You all like head out together, and the guy and the son like have their heads down. They're just like scrambling off. You see that the older guy is probably the town blacksmith because he's heading towards like a forge, and you're left outside.
We'll make our way to Miranda's unless we have
Yeah.
anything else to do.
Sure.
Miranda Cosgrove's place.
All right, you head over to Miranda's house, and when you knock on the door just swings open, and you see the inside of the house is not a house at all. It looks like a beautiful cave lit with like these spheres of glowing magic. The ground has like this beautiful moss that looks like fresh grass and all these flowers leading to like a dining table in the middle of the cave, and you see Miranda sitting there with a glass of wine in her hand and like this little feast in front of her at the table, and she says, please boys, join me.
Of course.
If you
So
check
this-
on the environment.
Yeah, what kind of check?
Let me pull up my page. Sorry, I don't have my monitor right now, so it's kind of poked. What kind of checks do I do good at? A deception check? Is that possible?
If you want to see if she's lying, you could do an insight check and just see like get a feel for what her intentions are.
What about a deception check, though?
That's not like you can't. If you want to do a deception, I get what you're saying. Like if you want
Alright.
to see if someone's lying, but you do an insight check.
All right, insight check +3.
Okay. She seems nice enough. You get a feel like she might have, an agenda, but you don't feel like it's a hostile situation. Like there's definitely not anything inside her house besides her. And you don't feel like there's any like magical traps or anything like that.
All right, Miranda. Say this is your town. We go into the tavern. Tilfer says it's his town. Who really runs this place, or is it all just hearsay?
She takes a sip of her wine and says, well, I suppose you know the Northerners have a rather strong will, despite their dull brains. It'll take some time to have them properly under my thumb, but in time I assure you they will be. But nevertheless, I didn't bring you here for small talk. I brought you here for a job. Are you interested in the details?
We're listening.
You see, there's a house, a mansion of sorts, an estate, really, outside of town. And the Lord there has been giving me trouble ever since I moved here. But he doesn't seem to understand the job is more for a witcher, not a sorceress like myself. The man's name is Sir Johnston. I'm told he was once a handsome, renowned knight, meant to marry a beautiful young woman. But nowadays he seems like the most vile, unpleasant man I've ever met. There's some sort of monster or what have you underneath his estate, and I'd like you to go there and take care of it for him.
Where is this place?
It's along the shore outside of town, just a little northeast. If you follow the coast, you should have no problem finding it. It's only about a half-day's journey away.
And we're just getting the monster underneath the house? Or are we taking him?
Well, it might not be so simple, you see. The Lord has some idea that this monster was once a human and it can be cured of its curse.
By you? Or by us?
I'm told that witches specialize in removing curses as well as killing monsters.
We do
So
kill
we-
monsters,
you-
but I don't think I've reversed a curse yet. Have you guys?
I
I
think
do not declare or recall. Sorry.
Doc
I
Ock?
think that we
Sounds like
something up our
something.
sleeves.
We could definitely do that for you.
Well, he's offering 1,000 gold in reward, I'm told.
2,000.
I'm not the one to negotiate with. And she flashes her eyelashes at you, Doc Ock, and is like, but I do like your enthusiasm. A word of advice before you head out. I would be careful who you trust at the estate. The details surrounding this monster and its curse are murky at best. It would behoove you to acquire as many sides of the story as you can before rushing into conflict.
All right. We'll do it.
She stands up and says, well, it's about time for my evening bath. I trust you gentlemen can find your way out.
I could use a bath. But yeah. Yeah.
Does she look at me again?
um, she kind of does like a sweeping glance to all of you.
Group bath?
Leonidas, make a persuasion check.
Let's go. Here we go, boys. Here we go. This is where the nat 20 is needed. Without me, +3.
She smirks, and as she turns, she kind of just like drops the robes that she's wearing, and you see like her bare body from behind, and she starts like walking towards the back of the cavern, and she just goes, well, there's definitely room for 2, maybe 3. And then
I'm
like,
going to go. I'm going to follow.
okay, so Leonidas jump up and follow after her. You go into like, it seems like it's made to be darker, like there's a darker veil by magic. As you walk in, you see like a big bath basin that she gets into. And if you undress and get in,
Like an intimidation check.
I'll just
On
say,
Nick.
Lantris and Doc Ock, all you hear as you're standing back at the dining table is just moans and groans of pleasure and water like flowing. from the side of the
That's
table.
right, baby.
Just like water's like
the
seeping
bear.
under the door as like getting my boots a little bit soggy.
Way of the bear, baby. All right. Let's get going. I'm glad that happened.
We're just like knocking, like, guys, hurry up. Come on.
First person to have sex in the Witcher campaign. Check.
Leonidas, as you leave, she's kind of sitting in the bath, like drinking another glass of wine, and goes, "You're welcome back anytime."
We'll see you when we're done with the mission. Give her a little salute.
All right, you guys are leaving her house. Are you headed straight for the estate?
Yeah, I think we should get our horse. What time is it?
By now it's probably like evening time, like 6, 7.
We should probably rest up and then set off in the morning.
I'm down.
Okay.
If you want to stay at our place, Leonidas,
Oh,
we can
true.
we can
True.
reconvene in the morning.
All right, I'll go back to Miranda's house.
Okay, are you knocking on her door again?
So just
Yeah.
walk in.
The door like creeps open a little bit, and you see her looking at you. She goes, "Oh, did you forget something?"
The boys and I decided to stay and wait to go to the estate till tomorrow. So figured I'd come back.
Make a persuasion check.
16.
She goes, "Unfortunately, I have plans this evening, but another time."
Sounds good. Let me know if you change your mind. I'll be around.
And as she closes the door, you see over her shoulder, like it kind of looks like a magical like hologram is how I would describe it. And you see it looks like other women who look much like her, other sorceresses standing in a circle as she closes the door.
All right.
Real quick, I got to dip in 15 minutes, so you guys can definitely investigate the other stuff without me. I'm just gonna have to drop it at 8:15.
Okay, are you guys buying a room at the inn?
Yeah.
Okay. The old innkeeper tells you it's 1 gold a room per night.
Can work with that.
19 gold it is.
Okay. In the morning, you set out, get your horses, and journey on to the estate following the directions Miranda gave you. And by noon, you come across an old weathered estate with a large metal fence that's like bent and rusted in places. And outside the gate, you see a teenage boy. He's probably like 15, 16, with some acne on his freckled face, bright red hair. And you can see what looks like some other people inside the gate, like 2 other men. So you approach the teenage boy, and he goes, "What business do you have here?"
We're at the estate, you said?
Yeah.
We are home refinancers, and we have come to inspect the property for investigation.
Make a deception check.
I totally lied. I'm just joking. Your father and I go back a while.
He's like, I think I'm gonna get Master Vernon. And he like slips through the gate and locks it behind him and runs like towards the house. And he comes back as this proper looking man who looks half elven. His ears are slightly pointed. He has like slicked back black hair. He comes up and says, What business do you have with Sir Johnston?
Oh, we an old friend sends her regards, and we'd like to, catch up with him.
Make a deception check.
It's not deception. That's what we were told to do.
It's not.
Deception plus 20.
Let me find the deception on here.
Big game
plus 1.
plays.
Yes. I find that hard to believe, considering my master has few friends, and hardly of them old.
Does the name
Especially
Miranda
coming
ring a
from
bell?
3 witchers.
Miranda Cosgrove.
Miranda? Well, she's hardly an old friend. That makes much more sense. So, she brought 3 witches here to deal with the problem underneath our estate?
Yes, she has her own things to deal with back in the town. We became acquainted, and she asked for us to help her out.
Well, you're welcome to take a shot, I suppose. He opens the gate and starts, gives a wave and starts walking towards the estate. Are you going to follow him?
Yes, but skeptically, kind of a little bit more aware of the surroundings. He might be a little suspicious still.
As he's leading you, he says, "You'll have to take care how you address this matter with Sir Johnston. He has a rather peculiar interest in this monster."
Why is that?
Well, I don't think it's my place to tell, but if you give my master the proper respect, I'm sure he'd be willing to divulge the details.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes?
How do you feel about the monster?
Well, I suppose it's a hindrance for us all. Who would like living above a vile creature? Fearful every day that it might break free of its binds and bondages and attack an innocent. We fed it stray dogs, trespassers, criminals, anyone we can find to keep its hunger satiated. I would be happy to be rid of it, of course, but I am skeptical. 3 witches have already tried to kill this beast, and each one of them have failed. Their bones and equipment still fill the crypt below us. With that, he pushes open the doors and leads you all inside.
I'm gonna look.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, "You had 3 try before, but they were all solo. So it sounds like they didn't have a good plan."
He goes, Indeed. Hopefully you 3 witchers are.
Indeed.
Yes.
As he leads you in the mansion, it's dusty, not kept well. The main floor has 2 staircases. You can see a dining hall and a meeting chamber. But he takes you over to the right wing, and you enter a study area that looks a little bit in better shape than the rest of the mansion. And you see a man sitting in an old chair reading a book by a fireplace. His hair is kind of long and spindly and graying in places. And he looks at the 3 of you and raises an eyebrow, shuts the book with a snap, and goes, "So, Miranda sent more errand boys to deal with her issue?"
Her issue.
I look at him.
Errand boys.
I say, a distinguished gentleman. Very nice.
Yes, indeed.
I concur.
He claps his hands, and the half-elf next to you stands up straight, and the Lord goes, "Vernon, fetch us some tea. I wish to have a proper conversation with my guests." He motions to some chairs in the study, offering you all to sit.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Is
yes, very nice.
this table pine or oak?
Birch.
Is this Minecraft?
It's actually
I guess-
polished maple.
Mm.
Very exotic. It's my grandfather's. He chopped down the tree it was made out of.
Oh wow.
Yes,
Very
my
fine.
favorite.
Very fine.
I
The only
like you,
wood above
big boy. I
jungle.
didn't know witchers could have such refined taste. They tell me that you're, well, almost monsters yourselves, that you eat raw meat and hardly ever sleep.
I think the real monsters are the people who judge us.
Oh. Indeed.
Yes, yes.
Well, I suppose I should tell you why Miranda has sent you here. It was about 17 years ago now. I was but a young lad, only 13 years of age, but already a proper knight and, well, already taken leadership of this estate here upon my father's death. And I was to marry a woman, 3 years my senior. Her name was Susanna, and she was beautiful. And then tragedy struck. I'm not sure why or how. The child she bore was not a child at all. You see, when the babe left her body, one chambermaid threw herself from the balcony. The others ran out in horror, and my beautiful Susanna was mauled to death. The creature, the thing that she gave birth to, we thought it dead after that. But every night it's left its sleeping place in the crypt. It's killed many innocent, many not, and we've done our best to contain it. But you must understand, dear witches, that it is still my beautiful Susanna's daughter. And I can't bear to see it killed. So I ask you to raise the curse. I've been told before by sorcerers and mages that it can be done.
How many people have tried this in the past?
3 witchers and 5 sorcerers.
And how close were they? If I might ask.
Well, one wise sage told me that he believed the curse could be undone by spending a night in the crypt with the monster and not letting it take slumber. I believe the screams each time never made it past midnight.
Well, as we told your butler before, we have 3 this time instead of just 1. So we might just be able to get the job done for you.
Well, you'll have to forgive my lack of faith. I guess I've just been disappointed before, but I wish you all the best, and while you are here, feel free to take rest in my guest rooms. I'll have Vernon make sure that they're properly prepared. And I'll have the young ward stay out of your way. I'm sure you've seen him already. And take no mind to visitors that come and go. There's often merchants that stop by. I will keep them out of your way.
Thank you. We appreciate your hospitality.
Cool. So I have a spell that can make someone turn into an ally for about 10 minutes. And the only catch is I can't make them hurt themselves directly, which isn't a problem because we don't really want to hurt this guy. That's really all I got to help. I don't know how else we just like kind of fuck him up, but like not kill him.
Are you like talking about the guy that we're talking to right now? I don't think there's any need to hurt him at all.
No.
At least not yet.
The guy in the dungeon.
Oh, the monster.
Yeah, the monster.
Yeah.
But I also have to leave here now, so in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys want to go down there now, and Eric can finish out playing it with my character, or if you guys just want to go down there alone.
We can
I'm
pilot.
good to wait.
We can pilot. Or are we just gonna be ending it here?
Well, I have to leave.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean you guys have to.
I'm up for whatever. If we want to put it on hold for Neil.
I personally don't care if you guys want to fight him. Like we just got to the point where we're about to fight him. So like, if you guys want to fight him, then fight him.
I mean, we're still gonna. Like, I had no idea how we're supposed to like lift the curse, so I feel like we're gonna do that first.
Yeah, we might have to do some homework.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you guys come to a conclusion pretty quick, I know that all you got to do is stay in the place of them all night, but who knows how tough that'll be.
Yeah. Okay.
So
We'll figure it
wait,
out.
I'm about to
We'll
hop
get
off,
there.
but I'll be looking for a quick summary. Eric, you'll give me a summary over some Genshin tomorrow. How's that?
All right.
All right.
See you,
I'll
Neil.
catch you guys later. Peace.
Yeah.
All right, Isaac. What do you want to do?
This is gonna sound really lame, but I'm really tired. So I'm down to end it unless you really want to keep going.
I'm good with whatever. If you're really tired, then we can end it
Yeah.
early. The fastest D&D sesh of all time.
That was a pretty quick sesh.
Yeah. No worries.
I'm down for a longer one next week. Just so I can plan.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm gone from Friday to Tuesday, and I get back Wednesday. So
Wednesdays are honestly great for me.
Yeah. I can do
Wednesdays and Thursdays are great days for me to play. I just had to wake up early today for work, so. Sundays too.
I'm free any day right now.
Do we want to like keep doing this game? Like, how do you guys feel about it?
I actually really like it.
I like it.
I think it's fun.
I don't think we got to see. I mean, like, I like it, but I don't think we got enough.
I want
deep
to
into
explore it
enough.
more
Yeah.
for sure. But I like the whole concept of it.
Mhm.
It's fun so far. I like the adrenaline point thing. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think combat could get to be pretty interesting.
Kind of like how we have like 3 different games going.
I know.
It's like keeps me
Yeah.
on my toes. I have to like remember.
Yeah, if we could only get everybody to play one day.
if I could do it, never plays.
Dude, he's so busy. He was helping me with a job application thing or like job interview work, and like I asked him to make second revisions, and he like couldn't even get to it. He like texted me at like midnight the next day. I was like, it's okay. Like, he is literally so busy. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's working Hollywood. We got him working like a slave.
Yeah. I just turned down a Hollywood job.
No, you didn't. Did you turn down a Disney
No
job?
way.
Mm-hmm.
The one that wasn't enough.
What?
It wasn't enough money, right?
No, it wasn't the money. It was the contract was only 6 months, and
Oh, that's right.
the money wasn't great, but it was like, and I only had 2 days to decide, and it was like, okay, so I have to
That's how
commit,
they
like,
get
what?
you.
Commit like a year lease, and the guy was like really honest with me and was like, the reason it's 6 months is because we had to like fight to get this in our budget for like another person to help with this position, and like I have no idea how long they'll